I haven't ridden many roller coasters by Aerodynamics, but I would say I've ridden a wide variety of their collection. I don't believe I will ride any more meaningful aero coasters this year, so I thought it would be a good idea to make this video right now. Tying for last place are the Mad Mouse coasters at Valley Fair and Michigan's Adventure. These rides don't provide any notable forces outside of the decent laterals and the occasional jarring pop of airtime. Without those forces, these rides just meander around for their duration. In 12th place is Cedar Creek Mine Ride at Cedar Point. This ride doesn't have any strong moments of forces, but I love the long journey it takes through the woods. That's hard to get at a place like Cedar Point. Even with no strong forces, it still pulls some decent positives at the bottom of the big drops, and that final helix has decent laterals. Taking 11th place is Corkscrew at Michigan's Adventure. This ride may be short in duration, but the main elements are good. The drop provides light weightlessness, and the corkscrews provide great hang time. On top of that, the new colors this ride got make it look nice. I just can't place it higher because it doesn't have as much to offer as the other aero loopers I've ridden. Taking the 10th spot is Iron Dragon at Cedar Point. This ride is in a similar boat to Cedar Creek Mine Ride. It's a relatively forceless coaster with two lift hills that has a long secluded setting. This one, however, has swinging seats that add an extra thrill factor. It also has a little more positives, especially in the finale. It makes for a very nice family coaster at this park filled with crazy roller coasters. In the 9th spot is Demon at Six Flags Great America. This ride has enough good moments, but they're spread out quite a bit. The loops provide decent positives, and the corkscrews provide decent hang time, but there's quite a bit of filler track between them. What puts this ride up here for me, however, is that the drop actually provides really good airtime, giving this ride a good variety of forces. In 8th place is Corkscrew at Valley Fair. This ride doesn't have as good of a moment as the drop on Demon, but there's way less filler track here. Again, the loop has decent positives, and the corkscrews have decent hang time. The drop and airtime hill provide light weightlessness, and the helix at the end has surprisingly good positives. It's just an all-around solid aero looper. Taking 7th place is Thunderation at Silver Dollar City. Even though I believe this ride is overrated, it still has plenty of good qualities. The valleys provide plenty of good positives, and there was the occasional pop of floater airtime. I also appreciated the fact that it didn't go into the brake run right after the lift hill. This ride just didn't wow me like it apparently did for others. Taking the 6th spot is Corkscrew at Cedar Point. This ride may be looked down upon for its roughness, but I didn't mind it. Like the other aero loopers here, it has decent positives in the loop and decent hang time in the corkscrews. This ride also happens to have great airtime going over the drop and airtime hill, and it hardly has any filler track. Aside from the roughness, it really has the best qualities for a traditional aero looper. In the 5th spot is Gemini at Cedar Point. This ride is heavily boosted by the racing aspect. It's very cool to see the other train going through the layout. With that said, the layout itself isn't super impressive. The turns provide okay laterals, and the airtime hills have good floater airtime, but there's nothing special about the forces. It's still a very fun ride though. In 4th place is Sidewinder at Elitch Gardens. This ride may repeat the same elements, but the elements it repeats are standouts aside from the launches and the loop going forward. The launches are pretty weak, and the loop going forward is just a standard loop on an aero looper. The loop going backwards, however, is very disorienting. On top of that, the drops provide great pops of airtime. Honestly, the only downside is that the delay before the second launch is too long. Taking 3rd place is Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom. Despite this ride's unfavorable stats, it still feels like an out of control experience. The strong airtime pops and the crazy laterals alone make this ride crazy enough, but it also happens to be in a pitch black setting, making the crazy moments unpredictable. This ride still holds its own after 50 years. Taking the second spot is Excalibur at Valley Fair. Of all the aero coasters I've ridden, this is the one where the jank is the most prominent. But there's only one spot where it gets bad: the banking after the first turnaround. The other moments on this ride are not affected or even enhanced by the jankiness. The drop and the S-Hill give particularly strong airtime, and there are laterals all over the place. This ride really stands out for being a wild card aero coaster. Easily taking the gold medal here is Magnum XL200 at Cedar Point. This ride gets better and better as it goes along. The first drop and airtime hill don't provide any airtime. The next few airtime hills give good floater airtime, and of course, the ones in the finale provide really strong ejector. The turnaround in the middle isn't too special. It has some decent positives and laterals, but this whole ride is about the airtime, and it succeeds at that point for the most part. That's all for the video. I know it isn't an impressive list, but I don't see the need to change it until I eventually ride X2. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.